Hey everybody, welcome to the Bowfishing Buzz presented by AMS Bowfishing. My name is Matthew, and I'm here with my good buddy, D. Schmitty.
How's it going, everybody? It's been a while, but we're back here with episode 17, I believe, of the Bowfishing Buzz podcast.
Yeah, we had a little bit of delay here. Our little podcast mini studio here took a crash on us.
It did, yeah.
Shortly after, about 2 weeks after, we didn't notice it, but it was about 2 weeks after episode 16 when we were coming in to do the episode 17, and it was not working at all, so we had to send it all the way to California, and we've been off for a while, so we're back.
Yep, we got all kinds of information to share with you guys now.
Yep, lots of BAA news,
Yep.
A bunch of stuff that's going on with the 2020 Worlds as well with that, so we're going to get into a bunch of that stuff and kind of start where we kind of left off on our last podcast. I was getting into my rut vacation,
Yep.
is what I was doing. And we'll just say that did not go very well for me.
Your rut vacation maybe didn't go so well, but you ended up having a pretty good season.
For archery season, I took off the end of October and the first 2 weeks of November, and nothing just came together for me during archery season. As far as the rut goes, it was really not a lot going on. I mean, I was seeing, year and a half olds running around chasing, and on my very last day of my vacation, before I had to come back to work, I did see one of the shooters that I was after, and he was actually with another buck, and he actually bedded down about 10 yards from where I was sitting a couple of days before that.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, and I just sat there and watched him. But when I saw him, when I went out that morning, I was not planning on sitting all day, so I didn't dress for it.
Oh, that's right, I remember.
And when I saw that deer bed down at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it got back up and walked into the property east of us and disappeared, there was some does up there and 3 bucks. And I knew that there was a hot doe. So I ended up sitting there all day, and it was probably one of my worst sits I've ever sat in. I was shivering so bad. I was in my climber, so I didn't have a lot of room to move around also. But man, I was shivering so bad. I was literally getting cramps in my back and in my calves because you when you turn around to kind of look over your shoulder out of your climber, I was doing that all day, and then that was cramping up. My legs were cramping up, and
Not fun.
And I never saw a deer from like 12 o'clock on till dark.
Man,
so that was one of my worst sits I've ever sat in. But you had a phenomenal archery season.
Yeah, I had a fun sit. November 3rd, actually, I shot a deer during archery season. He came right into a decoy. I had a video camera with me. I always like taking a video camera in the woods. And 3.5-year-old came into the decoy first, and I wasn't going to shoot this given deer. And all of a sudden I look up, and the deer I ended up shooting was probably 200 yards away, and he was looking down. He saw the decoy, another buck, and just you could tell the minute that he committed, all of a sudden the ears laid back. He got his neck got huge, all that hair stood up, and he started walking bow-legged in there. He ran the other buck off, and I shot him at 20 yards, and that was awesome. That was about as well as you could write a decoy hunt, that's for sure.
You're so right when you say when that deer finally locked onto your decoy, you could see his demeanor change.
Absolutely.
In a second.
Yep.
I mean, he went from just grazing and eating in the food plot there to a ball of fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was crazy.
I honestly think the thing that helped me the most was that the 3.5-year-old that came in first, he committed.
Yeah.
Okay. He gave the buck
okay.
ended up killing. Was looking down here. He saw 2 bucks that were posturing up, and they were going to fight.
Right.
I don't know if he'd have been as okay with that big hunk of plastic decoy if that 3.5 wouldn't have committed first.
Possibly. Yeah.
And once that happened, I'm guessing he thought that there was a doe in the area. Those 2 bucks were fighting over, and he came in, snort wheezing. He went up, he brushed against the decoy. That didn't even spook him off, and I shot him, and I got him falling down right in the food plot that I put in this summer. So that was
an awesome deer.
That was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Even the video when that deer that you did end up shooting was walking up to that decoy, and he was like 20 yards away and 15 yards away. You zoomed in with your camcorder, and his saliva was just dripping,
licking his nose, and it just the way that they come into that. I'm sure some of our listeners, you like bowfishing, and this is a bowfishing podcast. We'll get there, but we just gotta update you guys a little bit.
We've been off for a while. So.
Yeah. Yep. When he came in, they kind of come in sidestepping, and you could see the whites of his eyes just with how he was rolling his eyes to the side, looking at that decoy. It was just catching it on video and going back and watching it, it's unlike anything I've ever seen
yeah.
as far as deer coming into a decoy.
And he porcupined up right away too.
Oh, yeah.
His hair just balled right there.
Yep.
Just bristled right up and everything. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun. That's for sure.
But you didn't get the shot on camera, but then you hit record after you had taken the shot.
Yep.
And you get the whole thing of him running away and then standing there and then getting crazy legs. And
I smoked him, and he went over. He ran 25, 30 yards, and he starts, weaving back and forth a little bit. And meanwhile, the 3.5-year-old buck is watching this, and he's thinking, what in the hell is going on? So that deer tipped over, and in that 3.5, he was still sitting there. He wasn't quite sure what was going on, but I got to get down, and, I shot him probably an hour before dark. It was just a beautiful beautiful sunset that night.
There was some snow on the ground too.
It was, yep. Yeah. I remember thinking back, I'm like, wow, they don't line up like this every year. So when I'm having a bad year, I'll have to think back to how well some of these hunts go.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then from there, we jumped into our Wisconsin rifle season.
Yep.
And I haven't shot in a buck I did shoot a buck last year, a fork, but it was wounded. That's why I ended up shooting that deer. But I haven't shot a deer that I wanted to shoot for several years. And I ended up shooting a heavy 8-pointer on Thanksgiving morning. And it was really cool because my dad had just shot a doe before that. So he shot his doe, and then an hour later, I shot the buck. And we got to spend that whole morning there together.
That's awesome.
In the deer woods during rifle season. My dad's 83 years old, and it's really cool to see him, climbing into his tree stands in the morning and getting there at, a little before it gets light out there. And it was a really neat situation to be able to spend that with my dad out there in the woods that morning.
Absolutely.
And you shot, once again, just an absolute stud of a deer during rifle season.
Yeah, I didn't even, that deer was not, I don't think that deer was living on ours. Maybe with the pressure of opening day, he got pushed onto ours, and opening afternoon, I managed to shoot him. But that buck that you shot, that's one of the darkest,
you usually don't see them like that around
racks. I mean, those were like chocolate colored.
Yeah,
antlers.
we usually don't get there. Like, it was like a Canadian.
Yes, it was
colored antlers on him there.
Even his build, just with how much mass he had and how his tines were formationed onto his frame. Really cool looking.
He was
deer.
tight and heavy.
Yeah.
Yep. But then the one that you shot was just a 10-pointer, right?
10-pointer. Yeah.
Beautiful 10-pointer. What was the spread on that?
Spread. I'm trying to think. Inside was like right under 18, I want to say.
Okay.
17 3/4, and busted off both his brows like the week before I shot him. But nice mature deer. Passed him last year. Had pictures of him, so it's always cool to see him come full circle.
That's awesome. So that's a little bit of our rutcation and rifle season here, because up here in Wisconsin, our bow fishing kind of slows down here this time of year, so we didn't have many bow fishing adventures to go on. So we're just giving you a little news on how our bow hunting and rifle season went up here. But now it's time to get to some can't even talk right now. We just got done with our Christmas potluck today.
Yeah, so if we sound a little lazy and lackluster, it's because we just shoved our faces full.
So let's get into some BAA news, and we're going to start out with some of the BAA record fish. Tim Wallstead on his BAA Idaho state record koi, weighing 8 pounds, 12.8 ounces.
Congratulations, Tim. Hannah Nixon, congratulations on her BAA North Carolina youth state record long-nosed gar, weighing 17 pounds, 9.6 ounces. Awesome job, Hannah.
And then we've got John Hill on his BAA Oklahoma state record flathead catfish, weighing 42 pounds exactly.
Got our good buddy Corey Brossman. Congratulations on his BAA Delaware state record and BAA world record bullnose stingray, weighing 68 pounds, 3.2 ounces. That's a stud.
Yep. That's good. Corey is a stingray guru, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And then we've got Gabe Henry on his BAA Alabama state youth record channel catfish, weighing 3 pounds.
Next, we've got Levi Hallow, and he had himself.
Yeah, he did.
One heck of a season here. Congratulations on his BAA Colorado state record common carp, weighing 19 pounds, 3 ounces, plus his BAA Colorado state record mirror carp, weighing 15 pounds, 11 ounces. And we're not done yet. Levi also shot the BAA Colorado state record white sucker, weighing 3 pounds, 4.8 ounces. So, Levi, wow, congratulations. Give me some of those hot spots.
I wonder if he shot them all in one night.
Maybe it was 3 consecutive shots.
Maybe. Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Boop, boop, boop. 3 records. That would just be fantastic.
Then we've got Andrew Meyer on his BAA Nebraska State and BAA World Record paddlefish, weighing 89 pounds.
Wow.
That is a big paddlefish.
That's a stud. Awesome job.
That's a big paddle. I know when we were in Oklahoma shooting paddlefish, I think Timmy Boy shot a 50-pounder, and that was big.
Yeah.
And 89 pounds, wow, congratulations. That's a big paddlefish.
Pounds. Good Lord. That's just a big fish. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Garrett Yates on his BAA Tennessee state record big mouth buffalo, weighing 46 pounds, 14.4 ounces.
And then we've got Jackson Trotter on his BAA Oklahoma youth record gizzard shad, weighing 1 pound, 3.2 ounces.
That's awesome. Then we have Logan Gregoire on his BAA Oklahoma youth record spotted gar, weighing 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Plus, he also has a BAA big mouth buffalo, weighing 7 pounds, 1 ounce. And also shot in Oklahoma, Logan shot the BAA Missouri youth record short nose gar, weighing 3 pounds, 11 ounces. Wow, Logan and Levi.
Yeah.
Names starting with L's. They had a heck of a season here.
I think we're going to be hearing a lot about Logan. That's actually Pete Gregoire. Pete is the secretary for the BAA, and he takes his son out. They do a lot of bowfishing. I know here in Wisconsin. He took him out when Pete used to live here in Wisconsin. So congratulations, Pete, on getting your boy out there and enjoying the great sport of bowfishing together. That's awesome. Congratulations. Then we've got Andrew Barniger on his BAA Delaware State record flounder, weighing 2 pounds, 9.6 ounces.
Awesome. Elijah Hammonds on his BAA Ohio State record freshwater drum, weighing 7 pounds, 14 ounces, and his BAA Ohio record smallmouth buff, weighing 9 pounds, 3 ounces.
We've got Kyle Pauls on his BAA Wisconsin State record bowfin, weighing 11 pounds, 9.12 ounces.
That's awesome. You got a Wisconsin boy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got Chris O'Brien, I think is that last name.
Yep.
Congratulations, Chris, on your BAA Virginia and BAA world record Atlantic spadefish, weighing 6 pounds. That's awesome.
Spadefish.
Spadefish.
It's so cool that we're seeing all these new species of fish that we're able to harvest with bow and arrow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's it right there for the most recent BAA records. That's awesome that the BAA does this for all the bowfishers out there along with the youth. That's awesome. And then we've also got the 2020 BAA spring meeting is coming up February 8th in St. Louis at the Drury Plaza Hotel. So if you're able to get down there, go down and listen to the spring meeting, voice some of your opinions, what you think you would like to have changed or anything different that you could come up with. So February 8th is the BAA spring meeting in St. Louis at the Drury Plaza Hotel.
Yep.
And getting to the 2020 BAA Worlds, if you're wanting to find some information, go to their Facebook page, the 2020 BAA Worlds Championship Tournament page. And Lance just recently put up there the live Google Maps to where you can zoom in and you can see the fishable waters, along with red zones, along with the rivers that are in the area there. So if you're wanting some information, check that out. And then we've also got the Bowfishers of Nebraska, along with the Land O'Lakes Bowfishing Association, have partnered together to pay for the polygraph testing.
Oh, nice. Very
for
cool.
the 2020 Worlds. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, if you want information for the 2020 Worlds, go to their Facebook page. Lance is doing a great job with updates on that and getting maps made out there, areas where you can get hotels, camper hookups, and all kinds of information for the tournament for next year. So check them out if you have any questions on there.
I know we've had podcasts in the past about Worlds, so we don't have to jump into it too much here, but it's one heck of an experience. If you love bowfishing, if you do tournaments, going to Worlds, just how they're run, how Lance is going to have this one run. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be well organized. It's going to be a great tournament. Just if you're looking for one of those awesome bowfishing experiences, that's something to definitely put on your checklist.
Yeah, and I'm really excited because I think it's going to be a great venue as far as a different location. Mm-hmm. There's never, you really don't hear about tournaments in South Dakota. I know there's a few smaller ones here and there, but the waters that you're going to be able to see, because to me that's the best thing about these tournaments is going somewhere where you've never bowfished before, venturing out to new waters, different species. Even though you probably shoot a lot of carp, to see the different styles of carp,
right?
There's areas where you'll shoot a carp and they kind of just, kind of like just lay there.
Right.
And then there's carp that kind of go crazy
right.
when you hit them. These carp on South Dakota are some of the bullish carp that I've ever shot. I mean, these things will, you'll swear that you hit a buffalo carp.
Sure.
When you shoot one of these common carps, they're muscle and they are strong, and there's some heavyweights, no doubt about that.
I think something cool, having it where it's going to be held this year. I know just from traveling around with you, going to different states and bowfishing and whatnot, what works for us shooting fish in Wisconsin is not going to be the same as shooting fish in Texas. So maybe you always are shooting the same kinds of fish that are going to be shot during the tournament, but you cross state lines, you go into different bodies of water. Guess what? Tactics are going to change. Yep. There might be some principles that still apply, but that's what makes tournaments, so enjoyable and stressful, yet satisfying if it comes together, trying to put all those pieces of the puzzle together.
No doubt about it.
So, all right, so we got all the news wrapped up, talked about our hunting season a little bit, and like we said, now it's tough for us to get out here bow fishing. There's no open water. Yeah, we just got, after lunch here, we planned our ice fishing trip for this upcoming Friday, so we're getting ready to go down and do some ice fishing as a group here with AMS, and so we're talking, like I said, ice fishing instead of bow fishing, unfortunately, but right now is a great time to do all those little extra things that you thought about during the bow season to your boat, your trailer, your equipment, upgrades, change those bearings in your trailer, grease them up, go over the wiring. If you want to change lighting, if you want to go add some hydroturf, fix those cracks or those welds in your boat or on your trailer. Now is a great time to do all that stuff, because what do you want to do when your buddies are out there on the water? What do you want to do? You want to shoot fish,
get the boat and get it on the water. Well, you want to make sure that your boat is ready to rock and roll. Another thing is, your batteries. Make sure your batteries are well stored. Now, of course, a lot of you might still be going bow fishing, but a lot of you store your bow fishing boats. So make sure all your batteries are ready to rock and roll. They're all fully charged.
Something too, when I first started bow fishing, I didn't do this, and I ran into this exact problem every spring. So-and-so shooting fish here. Vroom! You just go down and you do it. And then you get there and you're thinking, oh God, my bow is not set up how it should be. The boat isn't right. My equipment is messed up.
Your nav lights don't work.
Right. So over the last couple of years, I've got a notes page in my phone.
Do you?
And as I'm going throughout the season, if there's something that I want to change or something I want to try differently the next year, I'll go in and I'll punch as soon as I think about it. Otherwise, I will forget it. I will put it in there. And then this time of year, maybe it's sitting out there and, I should wax my bowstrings. They're getting a little frayed. Or you know what? The buddy I was with was shooting this different kind of point, and man, it just seems like it has better penetration than what I was shooting. Maybe try some of those. All those little things, you'd be surprised. They might not seem like much, but if you get them all taken care of, it can greatly help you be successful on those first couple trips. So instead of getting out there and realizing something's missing or something's wrong, you're out there ready to rock and roll and you're shooting fish.
It might even be something just as simple as you got a bunch of arrows that have busted knocks on them. Get those old knocks off there, get new knocks on there, spray some WD-40 on your points so they're all, ready to go when the season comes. They're not stuck and they're not a little rusted together and tightened up on you. Just little stuff like that,
I will tell a little story here about not being prepared. This is a little bit of an iffy story. We talked about in past videos, how we got started. Me and my buddy bought a boat in high school together. We went out, whatever. And our first year, we just had a blast going out there and doing it. All right, so we're coming into the second year, we got this all under control. We're professionals now.
We got 2-year professionals, right?
we got we're sophomores now. We got everything, we know everything there is to know. No, but we came into that second year, and I remember we went out our first spot, and we were shooting fish. We were having a good night, It wasn't a tournament or anything, just out shooting for fun. And up on the trolling motor, filling the barrel, and we're like, I don't know if we were done for the night or if we were gonna move spots. And we went back to the steering column, and there was probably 6 inches of water in the back end of the boat. And there was a hole in the back of the boat that we forgot to patch of our little John boat. So then the next hour consisted of getting water out of the boat because, we weren't
Yeah,
prepared. And
yeah.
then guess what? That was an hour spent not shooting fish on a night
Right.
when there was fish to shoot.
Right.
And I think we had school the next day or something, so we had to cut it short. So we're sitting there thinking, do you know what kind of night we'd have had if we'd remembered to patch that freaking hole?
Yep.
And it was, it's just one of those, once you have that stuff happen to you, then you'll start making
Right.
lists on your phone and just paying a little bit more attention to that, because it'll bite you in the butt if you don't pay attention.
Yep. So right now is a great time to get those upgrades, fix anything that's got any problems with it, fix any cracks, any wells, put new bearings in your trailer, grease them up good so you are ready to rock and roll. As soon as that ice is gone and the fish come back and you can get your boat on the water, be ready, because
It'll be here before you know it.
right, early season is one of the, it's a great time to be out there to start sticking these fish. Especially, here in Wisconsin, we'll get out there where there'll be a lot of ice on the main lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be on the river parts of those where it's opened up. And that's, some of the best shooting.
Fish are slow, lethargic, cold
Right.
water.
Yep, there's a bunch of new flow coming in there. The water's opening up. So now it's a great time to get your boat ready for the 2020 bow fishing season. No
Absolutely.
doubt about that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. So I guess, Matt, we can jump into, a couple of weeks ago, we had a little meeting on different specials that we were going to run for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas. And I just remember one of the specials that we are actually currently running. I was shocked that we were running it, because I thought, oh my God, that is, I hope we don't lose money on this, because that's one heck of a deal.
You're right, it is. Yes, it is.
The deal that I'm talking about, and it's actually still running now. I think it started on Black Friday, and I think we've extended that deal until January 1st, I believe, the first of the year.
Yep.
You can order on the 1st, but then after that, this deal is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But we're having a sale on our inflatable life belts.
Yep.
Okay, it's buy one, get one free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Say that again.
Yeah. Inflatable life belts from AMS Bowfishing. Buy one, get the second one free.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
I was surprised. I remember in that meeting, I'm like, you mean the second one's 50% off? No. Oh, it's free. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll run with that. But our inflatable life belts, this belt really gives you a full range of motion and a sense of security for the unexpected when on the water. An adjustable belt secures around your waist. Just pull the manual tab to inflate. The belt ships with a fully charged cartridge. Just install the cartridge and you're ready to go. And then we also sell recharge kits for those. But I know it's very nice having these, and it just wraps around. It's a belt. Just
Don't
a little.
even know what's on. You
Exactly.
do not even know what's on.
I'll hop back into the truck after a day or night of bowfishing and think, oh gosh, I still got this belt on me.
Right.
And then something too that I use for these, I'm sure many people who bowfish, well, maybe not. Maybe some of you normal fish as well. I throw it on there when I'm fishing, when I'm doing all kinds of stuff on the water. If I'm out on a jet ski or on a boat, they work for all kinds of scenarios out in the water.
Yep.
But as far as low profile, you're not going to know they're on. You just pull that tab, they inflate. We sell rechargeable kits, and it's buy one, get one free.
That's a heck of a deal.
So make sure to check those out, amsbowfishing.com, to get that deal. Matt, I think we also have a offer running on our Mayhem arrows. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, and our Mayhem arrow is also another great deal here. You buy one Mayhem arrow, complete arrow, safety slide on it and everything, and you get the other one for free also.
Absolutely. BOGO Mayhems.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Buy one, get one free.
Yep.
AMS Mayhem arrows.
So buy them up while they last. I hope. I know we're burning through them. People are buying them like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Because we don't have many of those points left, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. When they're gone, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So besides those two, we also have a deal running.
Good grief.
I know.
Good grief. Another
I know.
one?
The third deal is if you buy a AMS Retriever TNT, you will get a $25 gift card for your next purchase.
Nice.
So if you got an old retriever that maybe you're looking to upgrade, or if you have a competitor's reel, you've heard good things about AMS, our customer service, durability, made in the USA, whatever you heard about us, and you're looking to buy that, now is the time to do it. You're going to get a free $25 for your next order.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And the TNT, crazy fast, durable. They're awesome reels, durable reels.
That's nice.
So
That's
yeah,
nice.
those are
And
our holiday
just
specials.
quickly getting back to that life belt, the nice thing about that is versus a life vest is, we're shooting a bow. So you're always drawing and you got that string coming across your chest. Well, with the life belt, that has nothing to do with your pulling the bow back. That's why I love it.
Right.
I'll put it on and I'll actually turn it backwards.
Yep. Just always make sure you know where that tab is on that back, you know.
And the nice thing about that is it is lifeguard approved as well.
Right. Yep. If you got to go in like the Coast Guard waters, I believe that is approved for that. So not going to be an issue there either. So
Right.
make sure to go on amsbowfishing.com, check out those deals because they're gone in 8 days, 9 days, 23rd today. So maybe some last second late Christmas gifts or something like that. You know, that can be a great stocking stuffer for that as well.
And just getting, we just got done talking about getting ready and prepared for next year.
Right. Yep.
Boom. There you go. Lots of awesome stuff and Christmas deals here from AMS Bowfishing yet. Yeah.
And now for us, we have the holidays coming up here, Christmas, New Year's, and then every year we got a little extension of that holiday. We go down to Indianapolis this year for the 2020 ATA show.
Yep. Getting the booth all set up right now.
Getting some new banners and whatnot down there. It's always cool to see what products are new and everything. I don't think we can spoil anything before the ATA show on the podcast, but just always make sure to, if you're heading down to ATA for something, come check us out. Keep an eye on our social media. We got some stuff coming through that's going to be pretty cool.
A couple things, yep.
So,
couple things.
Some stuff to look forward to.
Yep. But for this Christmas, I think we're going to, I'm gonna give you one little Christmas story here, I guess.
A Matthew Schillinger Christmas story?
Yeah, we'll do we'll get a little music going in the background.
Of course
here.
You got some music to go with it.
So this is kind of like, not like the night before Christmas or something like that, but a bow fishing story.
Okay.
So it was June, and we were just leaving Indiana, and we're coming down from Archery Camps USA at the kids event up there.
Okay, yep.
And we're heading down to Calvert City, Kentucky for the Jared Ashmore Youth Tournament.
Sure.
So it's me and Timmy Boy in my truck, or in the AMS truck, pulling the AMS boat. And then we've got our good buddy Corey Brossman and his cameraman following us down there. We're going to film all this. We've been filming since Archery Camps. We're going to film Jared Ashmore.
Sure.
So we're driving down the interstate, and we're getting a lot of cool video. We're passing them, and they're passing us, and we're getting a lot of this cool video and stuff like that. And we're just moseying on. We got about a 4-hour drive here, and I never checked the gas gauge in the truck.
No.
I forgot to look at the gas gauge. So, we're cruising on the interstate. We're in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, a little red light comes on, low fuel.
Yep.
Like, oh, crap. Well, usually when in an interstate, you can, another 10 or 15 miles is going to be a gas station.
Yep.
So we're driving and there's nothing. So now we're down to like 20 miles till empty.
And you got the boat behind you?
We got the boat. We're getting a whopping 11 miles to the gallon. I said, Timmy Boy, look on your phone. We need some diesel.
Yeah.
So he looks on his phone and he says about 10 miles up, he says there's an exit. And it's about another 3 or 4 miles to this town. They're showing that they have a gas station with diesel. Okay, good deal. I'm sweating.
Yeah,
I'm sweating.
I bet.
All right, so we get to this exit, we pull off, and we come into this little, I don't even want to call it a town because it had a population of maybe 25.
Oh, wow. Okay, just a little village.
Yeah. But there was a gas station.
Oh, my gosh.
And they had diesel.
Oh, boy.
Whew. So we get in there and we fill up all our stuff, grab a couple of snacks. We go to leave, and there's a 4-way intersection, stop and go lights.
Yep.
So I'm driving, and it's green. It's a green light, and I'm driving. I got to make a left-hand turn.
Yep.
Okay. And as I'm going, all of a sudden it changes yellow. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I slowed way down, and it turned red, and I was out a little bit into the intersection.
Yep. Okay.
Well, wouldn't you know it, there's a semi turning right. I'm like, are you kidding me? We're in a town of 25, and here's a semi making. I got to back up and give him room so he can turn, you know?
Yep.
So I look in my mirror, and I see Corey is back quite a ways. I'm like, well, that was nice of him to acknowledge that I needed room to back up.
Oh, what a good guy. That's
Absolutely.
Cool.
So I put in reverse, and I start backing up. And all of a sudden, I hear this beep, beep, this horn honking. I'm like, oh, crap. So I stopped right away, And I got out and I walked back there, and here was a minivan that I didn't see.
Oh, it was between you and Corey.
It was between me and Corey. I couldn't see it.
Oh, man.
I get out and I go walking back there, and the grill is punched in.
Oh no!
It's caved in. The grill's busted. I look in the van and there's a woman and there's a baby in the back
Oh
seat
no!
in a baby seat. The baby is crying like crazy. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me?
Oh.
So I said, ma'am, I said, I'm sorry, I did not see you. I said, let's pull over and get off this intersection and pull over into this one empty parking lot. So we did that, and we get over there, you know, and we're talking. And I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry, you know. And she goes, well, it's not my van, it's my dad's. Oh boy.
Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad.
So she called her dad, and we're just sitting in the parking lot waiting. And I'm like, good grief. We're here in the middle of somewhere in Kentucky. I just backed into this woman's van, smashed in the grill, and now we gotta wait for the dad to come. Oh my God! This baby's crying in the back seat.
Oh, I feel so bad.
There's one of those old ashtrays that's on the dash, and it's full of cigarette butts in this minivan. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
What's about to happen here?
Yeah. So we're sitting here waiting, and all of a sudden, this little car pulls into the parking lot. And out gets a gentleman. He's about 6'7".
Okay, are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
6'7"?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got bib overalls on.
Oh, you're messing with the... Okay, I'm just telling you right now, you're messing with the wrong guy.
With no t-shirt.
Legendary.
Yes. I'm like, good gravy. We are in trouble now. I get out of the truck, and I go walking back there. And I said, sir, I'm sorry, I did not see your daughter that was right behind me. I had to back up a little bit at the intersection up here. And he's walking around the van, and he's surveying it. He turns to me and looks to me, and he goes, in this voice, "Well, that ain't that bad." And I said, what do you mean it's not that bad? Yeah, he says, all you did is put a scratch on the rear mirror.
What?
I said, what about the hole in your grill? Oh, he says, my brother did that a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he says, that ain't that bad. He says, no problem here. No issues here at all.
Oh my God. I feel relieved just hearing that, and I wasn't even there. How didn't she know that hole was there in the grill?
I don't know, but it scared the crap out of me.
Oh gosh.
We put a little the prop scratched the covering of the rearview mirror, you know, that covers the mirror itself, you know.
Okay.
It's just put a little scratch in her rearview mirror.
In her rearview mirror.
On her side view mirror.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh,
put a little scratch. The prop did that from the outboard motor. We jumped in our vehicles and we headed right down to Calvert City, Kentucky.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I've never heard that one before. Oh, I'd have been scared. I'd have been scared.
All of us, me, Timmy Boy, Corey, and we were just sweating bullets. We're like, oh my gosh, we are in trouble here.
Yep.
I mean, we had the insurance papers all out. We had everything, you know, ready to go, you know.
Oh, not good.
Yeah,
but wow, crazy. that ended the best possible way that it could have.
It did.
See, I thought that story was going to end this way. I thought he was going to get out, see who backed into the van, and go, oh gosh, I'm so sorry if my daughter bothered you. You go on, Matt. Yeah. But can you sign this for me? Can you sign the dent you put in the hood for me, please? That's where I thought maybe that was going.
I'll never forget. I was watching in my rearview mirror. I was watching him pull in and get out, and I'll never forget that sight. I mean, he's a big guy.
6'7".
He had his bibs on with no t-shirt. And then he was a big guy. But his voice was like this.
I don't know if I'd have been able to contain myself. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty crazy.
That is insane. Oh, I'm glad it ended the way it did.
Yeah. Well, I guess with that we'll wrap up episode 17 here of AMS Bowfishing Buzz, and we'll get back after the ATA show with our another podcast, and kind of give you some information on how the ATA show went and
new products
and stuff like that, and we've also got some exciting stuff coming that we're going to be working on here
Yeah.
at AMS Bowfishing.
Some long-term projects that are going to be very cool.
We do. We got some long-term projects that we're going to be working on with our new media group. I'm really looking forward to it. We're probably going to be out and doing a lot of filming next year, which I'm super pumped up with.
Yeah.
We're working on some new social media stuff. We're bow fishers of all types, can go from the experienced to the novice to the beginners.
Right. A big hub with a bunch of information.
Right. But I'm super looking forward to getting out next year and doing some filming with these guys here. They do a great job, and I can't wait to get out there. It's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to the 2020 bow fishing season. Yep. So from all of us at AMS Bowfishing, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
And a Happy New Year. And remember, aim low
And think big. Thanks for listening, guys.